We got roughly 10 minutes to go on the platform today. Let me quickly take you through the performances of PFAs for year to date between January and November 2018. And this is very important. You see, the reason as to why you contribute money is to get value. Not necessarily for today, because you may be able to take care of yourself, but tomorrow. And when you talk about PFA, pension contribution, it is a lifelong affair. All right? You have to continue to contribute in it till you retire. All right? Now, when you now retire, you begin to draw from this and begin to live. Let me say the sound this morning. If the PFA where you are currently contributing your savings is not rated among the best, that is always increasing value, enhancing the value of your savings beyond the impact of inflation, you are actually doing nothing. Because, for example, when you eventually retire, there will be health issue. When you eventually retire, your capacity to generate funds, money on daily basis might diminish. Now, if you now become so unfortunate and that you have gone to contribute your savings, little savings, in a PFA that is so weak and not able to enhance the value of your savings, when you eventually retire, you might not be able to live the kind of life that you have desired. Unfortunately, many of them are all over the places. They are on the streets promising you better, blissful retirement. It is not advertisement that will tell you what the possibilities will be in retirement. It is the figures that they are generating. And so I make bold to say it here. We'll be able to look at the RSA. If we are not able to cover the retiree funds today, fine, we'll look at it next week. Now, you see this next slide. That is the performance for the retirement savings account year to date. And I did not even stop there, because I do this on monthly basis. Really, many of them will not put the record there such that analysis becomes easy. But whatever, I do wait. So in the process, I miss out in some. But for most of them that I'm able to get, it will be enough to lead you. So far, so good year to date. Radi's pension actually led every other, with figures emerging beyond inflation. All right. So year to date, 22.070% is what Radi's PFA has generated. Please give us the slide. Very important. So as I'm talking, please follow up with the figures as you are seeing. And I must confess, these figures are authentic. Abayomi Obabulujo did not generate them. I only collated them. And figures don't have emotion. I'm not a rating agency. StocksWatch is not a rating agency. We only watch and analyze and tell the public what the realities are, regardless of whose horse is God. I'm not bothered about if your horse is God. Sorry about that. Veritas Glanville's good performance, all right, 12.75%, lower than inflation. Because if you look at it, of all the PFAs year to date, it is only Radis that is performing above the growth in inflation in Nigeria. But I did say Veritas Glanville's did not do badly, because 12.75%, well, manageable. Then we come to premium. Premium returned 10.23%, far lower than inflation, but at least it's not a very bad performance, not in the negative. Then AXA Mansard for year to date returned 10.13%. We'll still do this for the entire 2018. That is in January, by the grace of God. I also took time to look at what they did half year. Radis also led the market at half year with 22.56% as at half year. So it suggests that between June or beginning of July and now, they have not done much, but they did so well between the first 6 months of the year. So for Veritas, 5.29 at the beginning of the year, and then as we speak, year to date is 12.75%. So I was about saying, please still retain the table on the screen. Then AECO, all right. I don't want to talk too much about that, but you could see AECO 9.64%. This is now becoming very low. So this performance is now from that level. Anything below 10 does not show that they are really doing well with your funds. And you see, when eventually the transfer window, account transfer window, is opened, I'm very sure that many of them will not afford to just sit tight and drink tea and not do what they ought to do with your savings. Because if we analyze this and push to the public and people bombard them and begin to transfer their accounts next month or next quarter, they will definitely look at how to perform better. So from FCMB, IEI, Anchor, NLPC, Pension Alliance, the result, the performance is below average as far as I am concerned. All right, but you now see the next slide down on the RSA. All right, you will see First Guarantee and Stanbic IBTC. Stanbic IBTC is actually the biggest in the industry. Why? I think they started the marketing and all these things. They started marketing and aggressive marketing for that matter before every others. And for year to date, all they could give is just 7.81%. ARM should do better than this. I expect better performance, but what we are saying is just 7.71%. Crusader Sterling and APT, you could see that APT has 3.33 and Crusader Sterling has 7.54%. It's simply because Crusader Sterling and APT, they do more of stock market investment. If the market rebounds tomorrow, Crusader Sterling and APT would definitely do far better than others. And then the least performer, I could not do Nigerian Police Pension because their website does not even open. So you cannot access any information from them. And I hope somebody will not ask me for saying that. All right. So aside from that I'm not able to lay my hand on, Leadway, they ought to do well because in insurance, generally, they perform extremely well. But their PFA will need to buckle up. 3.05% in a year is poor. In case you have your accounts in Leadway, you will need to begin to do something about it. That is how we can go this afternoon on this platform. You know, in my village, it is commonly said that when you begin to show a guest the top part of the yam, it is a proverb to tell the fellow it is time to go. So when I begin to see the people working with me in the studio here waving their hand, they're saying that, Obabalujo, you talk too much, your time is off. All right, I'm gonna go. By the grace of God, I'm going to be here again on Monday, and I hope we've given you the best of information that you cannot get anywhere else on this platform today. But again, the rest continues on the radio. As at this morning, we are on 12 radio stations in 12 states across the country. Then we are on social media. Why not visit my page on Facebook, Oba Stocks, Abayomi and become my friend, and also join Lagos Television. Until Monday, God bless you.